Have you ever stopped to think about what's really going on inside your computer? I mean, really think about it? Today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to demystify this piece of tech you use every single day and turn that black box into a tool you actually, truly understand. Because let's be honest, sometimes it feels like a magical, mysterious box, right? You click a button, you type some stuff, and poof, things just happen. But what's really going on under the hood? Well, in the next few minutes, we are pulling back that curtain for you. We're going to hand you the keys to the kingdom so you can finally understand the core concepts of how your computer works. I promise by the end of this, that mysterious box is going to make a whole lot more sense. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the computer's body, the actual physical hardware. The easiest way to wrap your head around it is to think of it just like a human body. It's a bunch of essential parts all working together to get the job done. And just like us, every computer has its own core organs. You've got the processor, the CPU, that's the brain. It's doing all the thinking, all the heavy lifting and calculations. Then there's the memory, or RAM. Think of that as its short-term workspace, juggling all the things you're actively working on. Your hard drive, that's the long-term memory, where all your files live permanently. And the power supply? Well, that's the heart, pumping the electricity that keeps the whole thing alive. Now, this difference between the two types of memory, RAM and the hard drive, can be kind of confusing, so let's really break it down. Imagine your RAM as a temporary workbench. It's super fast, perfect for all the tools and projects you're using right this second. But here's the catch. When you turn the power off, that workbench gets completely cleared. The hard drive, on the other hand, is like a permanent filing cabinet. It might be a little slower to open up, but it holds everything. Your photos, your documents, all your programs, even when the computer's off. So, in a nutshell, more RAM lets you multitask better, while a bigger hard drive lets you store more stuff. A computer also needs senses to interact with us and the world, right? We just call them inputs and output devices. Input devices like your keyboard, your mouse, your webcam, they let you give information to the computer. And output devices like your monitor or speakers let the computer share information back with you. It's basically a constant conversation. So we've got the body, but a body without a mind, well, it's just a collection of parts, isn't it? It's the exact same for a computer. All that amazing hardware is pretty much useless without software to bring it to life and tell it what to do. And the single most important piece of software is the operating system, the OS. You can really think of this as the computer's consciousness. It's the foundational program that wakes everything up, manages all the parts, and basically creates the environment where you and the machine can actually interact. And wow, has the way we see that manager changed over the years. The very first computers back in the 40s, you had to physically plug and unplug thousands of wires just to program them. Fast forward to the 80s, and you were typing these cryptic commands into a black screen. But then came the game changer, graphical interfaces with icons and windows, leading us to the super intuitive visual systems like macOS and Windows we use today. What a journey, huh? From a wall of wires to a simple tap on a screen?
So, if the OS is the computer's consciousness, then you can think of applications or apps as the specific skills it can learn. Whether it's writing a paper, editing a photo, or just browsing the web, each app is a tool that runs on top of that OS, giving your computer all of its unique talents.
All right, so our computer person now has a body and a mind. The logical next step is connecting to the outside world. And this is all about networking, which of course means we have to talk about online safety. Think about it this way. Connecting to Wi-Fi is like choosing a lock for your digital front door. An old, outdated standard like WEP? That's a flimsy little latch that can be broken in minutes. But WPA2? That's a modern deadbolt. It uses powerful encryption to keep intruders out. The takeaway here is really, really simple. Always, always choose Wi-Fi networks using WPA2. It's the best protection you've got. And why is that protection so critical? Well, get a load of this number. An estimated 9 trillion spam messages are sent every single year. The internet is flooded with threats, and that number just shows you the sheer scale of what we're all up against. You gotta have some digital street smarts. And spam is just the start. Malicious software or malware comes in all sorts of nasty flavors. You've got viruses, which are designed to actually damage your system. Then there's spyware, which tries to steal your personal data, and ransomware, which can literally hold your files hostage until you pay up. And don't forget worms that spread infections from computer to computer, and adware that just annoys you to death with pop-ups. Knowing what's out there is the first step to staying safe. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Look, this isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. By understanding the basics of the hardware, the software, and the security, you're no longer just a passive user clicking buttons. You're in control. And you can put that control to work right away with a super simple 3-step digital safety plan. Number 1, keep your software updated. Those updates aren't just for new features, they patch critical security holes. 2, use strong security. You know the drill, WPA2 for your Wi-Fi. And 3, and this is a big one, back up your files. Regularly save copies of your important stuff to an external drive or a cloud service. It is your ultimate safety net. And if you need a little more convincing on that last point, just listen to this story about a student who lost his entire dissertation when his hard drive failed. The book puts it this way. He had spent years of his life hard at work on something that was now gone, simply gone. All of that work vanished. If he had just taken a few moments to back up his data, it would have been fine. Don't let that be you. So your computer is no longer a mystery. It's a tool, and now you've got the instruction manual. Which really just leaves us with one last question for you. Now that you're in control, what's the first tech problem you're ready to go solve?